Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, in here, out there, all around the world, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Folks, a lovely group. Lovely group. I mean, the vibe in here, I don't know about you guys, but tonight my heart is full of something I have not felt in almost a year, and that is good. Because there it is. Because last night, Democrats swept the first major elections of Trump's second term. That's right. There it is. Yes, today, Democrats are walking around with a spring in their step like a divorced mom in her 40s whose new haircut just got her carded at 2 different bars. Look out, world. It's a whole new Melissa. Here in New York, Zohran Mamdani won the mayoral election. Lovely. People are happy. Congratulations. Congratulations to Mayor-elect Mamdani. In New York mayoral tradition, you will now get unlimited flights on Turkish Air. And the right to murder one groundhog. You get to pick how. Make it something fun. Mamdani didn't just defeat Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Lewa, he nut-punched New York's fattest cats. Because if you've been following the election, because the billionaires had the knives out for Zohran, pumping massive amounts of cash into anti-Mamdani groups. I'm talking big roll high rollers like cosmetics heir Ron Lauder, who donated $2.6 million to stop him, hedge fund investor Bill Ackman, who donated $1.75 million against him, and co-founder of Airbnb Joe Gebbia, who donated $2 million to defeat Mamdani. So it's a bad day for billionaires, or as it's also known, still a pretty good day. They're still billionaires. Things don't really go bad for them. Mamdani didn't just beat him, he murderized him, winning over 50% of the vote in an election with the most votes cast since 1969. Yeah. Nice. Well, of course, that was the same year President Nixon was inaugurated, and excited voters across the country were all rushing to the polls with what historians call Dick fever. Exit polls show that voters under 45 favored Mamdani over Cuomo by 43 points, and voters over 45 backed Cuomo by a 10-point margin. And not to be outdone, Curtis Lewa won the coveted demographic of voters over 74 who once leg-wrestled Ed Koch on the roof of the Staten Island Ferry. The night was truly historic. Mamdani will be New York's first Muslim mayor, New York's first South Asian mayor, and one of the youngest mayors in New York history. The only mayor who was younger was inaugurated in 1889 when he was believed to have been 31 years old. That's right, to find a younger mayor, you have to go back to a time when they just had to believe your age. Let's see here, you're 2.5 feet tall, you have a pacifier. I believe you are 19. Here's a cigarette and a pickaxe. Now go dig the Erie Canal, you filthy Irishman. By the way, and this is true, this part's true, that young mayor's name, Hugh Grant. Of course, that was Hugh Grant in 1889. I believe we have a photo. There you go. You may remember, historians may remember his campaign slogan, that's just, extraordinary. Mamdani's he's even 3 months younger than former Mayor John Purroy Mitchell, who was known as the boy mayor when he won office in 1913. It sounds condescending. Remember, this is over 100 years ago when all boys looked like old men. Mamdani was elected by a diverse coalition of working-class New Yorkers, and in his victory speech last night, he gave them a shout-out, and I mean every single one of them.
Thank you to those so often forgotten by the politics of our city who made this movement their own. I speak of Yemeni bodega owners and Mexican abuelas, Senegalese taxi drivers and Uzbek nurses, Trinidadian line cooks and Ethiopian aunties.
I'm talking Latvian truck drivers and Nepalese librarians, Polish fishermen and pizza chefs from Eswatini, which used to be called Swaziland. I'm sorry. My wife got me an atlas for my birthday, and now we all have to pay the price. Trump and I, is this on? Why am I yelling if this is a mic? Trump tried his damnedest to beat our new mayor, so Mamdani had a special message for him.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you.
Your ballroom's gonna suck. Now, he continued. There's more. He continued with a message of hope.
In this moment of political darkness, New York will be the light.
And as always, the Port Authority will be the smell. That's not fair. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Mamdani had some especially defiant words about the people targeted by Trump and ICE.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
Is this true? Is this true? I'm being told just now that they've already changed the poem on the Statue of Liberty. I'm not crying, you're crying. Then Mamdani doubled down.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
And you'll have to get through all of us. And there's a lot of us. I'm talking Albanian postmen, Congolese jugglers, Peruvian harpists, and baristas from Narnia. Somebody stop me. Over in New Jersey, across the Hudson, over in New Jersey, there was a big governor's election, and the winner was yet another Democrat. In this case, the Democrat was Congressman Mikey Sherrill. In her victory speech, she celebrated the state's rich background.
I love our history, and our state motto has always stuck with me. In 1777, New Jersey was one of the first states to choose a motto. Anybody?
Ooh, I know. It's $20 of unleaded, please. No? Wow. No? Because you can't pump your own gas. You're not legally allowed to pump your own gas over there. No? Okay. I'm sorry, Governor-elect?
Liberty and prosperity.
Okay. Yeah, 1 applause. That's about it. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not great. It's a solid motto. It's not fancy. It was one of the first, so they kept it extremely basic. It reminds me of Nike's original slogan, shoes for running and walking. Governor-elect Sherrill ended her speech to New Jerseyans by quoting a higher authority, Bruce Springsteen.
So New Jersey, to quote the boss, the future is now. Roll up your sleeves, let your passion flow. The country we carry in our hearts is waiting.
Beautiful words, although if you don't recognize that quote, I'll point out the quote is not from a Bruce song. It's from a speech he gave at a campaign event for John Kerry in 2004. Knowing what Bruce said in a random speech 21 years ago, she really does represent New Jersey. In Virginia, not sure if I earned that. Down in Virginia, the governor's race was won by Democrat Abigail Spanberger. Spanberger will be Virginia's first female governor, and in her victory speech, she shouted out her family.
To my daughters, Claire, Charlotte, and Catherine, you inspire me and motivate me every single day. I am lucky to be your mother. And Catherine, you did not clean your room today as you promised me.
I don't have a joke. I just love that so much. At the same time, Spanberger's opponent, Winsome Earl Sears, was giving her concession speech across town. She also had a powerful message.
Don't give up. We must never give up. To give up is to give up.
Sounds like she gave up in the middle of that sentence. It reminds me of that famous sports quote, "It's not the size of the dog in the fight." Wait, yes it is. My little dog is gonna get crushed in this dog fight. The size of the dog is actually so important. That quote, Bruce Springsteen. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Tiffany Haddish and the great Gary Cole, but when we